I'll always be the best. And always be savage, dude. I'll always be the fucking king, dude. I fucking streamline my life to be the best possible, dude. I'm the king. I try my hardest, dude. Throw myself into hard situations, hard for me, not hard for anyone else. Doesn't even matter. If someone grows up walking on fire, and it's my first time walking on fire, will that fire walk be the same experience? Fuck no, dude. If someone grows up hiking these mountains 12 kilometers an hour than I do, does that make it easier for me? Fuck no, dude. I'll always be savage, dude. Always be a winner.
Fucking right.
Yeah, you see? Just the energy, bam. And dude, no matter what, it's right here. It's right here. That's all. That's all you need. I'll always cultivate that. No matter what. I'll always have that energy. Even in periods of weakness. Those periods of weakness will build strength. Because always, in my periods of strength, I feel that because I've endured those periods of weakness, those periods where I'm of lesser skill, lesser of a man, lesser grounded, lesser, that I'm greater afterwards. It's funny because when I'm in those ruts, I always doubt myself. I'm always don't know if I'll be as great as I imagine, but I keep on persisting. And I don't know if I'll be great. I don't know if I'll fucking do shit, but I keep on persisting. I keep on trying to be savage. I try it to the best of my ability. Sometimes the best of my ability is shit. Sometimes I don't do that much, but I try my fucking best. And I try to cultivate the external stimuluses that will fucking push me forward. I try to find the benefits of every situation. I'm suffering in a situation. I try to see how that's a way to grow. Try to see how that's a way to improve myself. I try to see if that's a way I can endure the situation and come out stronger after. If I don't like a certain situation, rather than trying to run away, I realize that it's an experience for me. And I try my best to conquer that experience. And even if I can't, and even if I would have been better off leaving, I end up leaving knowing I tried my hardest. I end up enduring the situation knowing I was savage. I did my best in my own mind. Maybe not in other people's perspective. Maybe in other people's perspective, I didn't try hard. I was shy. But in my own mind, in my own perspective, I endured, I persevered, I tried my hardest. And then, when the light comes, when I've endured so much, and I've built myself back up, and I've conquered the new experiences, and I've got the stimulus, whether it's videos, whether it's working out, whether it's just having a better nutrition in my life that allows me to experience, the greater side of my personality, the stronger side, the side that doesn't get affected naturally by things. When I finally reach that, I see how my perseverance, even if it may have seemed weak on the outside, my perseverance in those tough situations, how it matters in the strong ones. And every time I have a period of strength, every time I have a period where I'm unaffected by my surroundings, I generate my happiness from within. I always appreciate all the hard work and effort I put in to the weaker situations where I don't know whether I'll come back stronger. I don't know, but I trust in myself. I keep on going because that's the only thing I know how to do. I only know how to keep on running. And even if I keep on trying to run, but it seems like I'm going backwards, and even if I keep on trying to run, but it seems like I'm running the slowest I have in my life, I'll keep on trying my hardest. Keep on going. And in the end, I always find that even though I've had those periods of weakness, I come out the strongest because I'm always on my path. I'm always growing. And that's who I am. That's how I can describe who I am. It's not necessarily a tangible thing. It's the grind. I am the grind. And no matter what I am in the grind, I'm always trying my hardest to come out on top. And even though sometimes I suffer, even though sometimes I don't enjoy the grind, even though sometimes the grind is fucking hard, and even though sometimes I feel like, even though I'm trying my hardest, I'm not getting anywhere, I always do it. I always try my hardest. I always try different ways. Whether that way is relaxing, whether that way is burning myself out. Sometimes relaxing is the right option and I burn myself out. Sometimes working hard and burning myself out is the right option, but I relax. But I'll try to learn from those decisions. I'll try my best to learn from it. And my purpose will always be to get more grounded, more happy, more reliant on myself. Always try to expose the inner happiness that's already here. Because it's already here. The only thing that's stopping the happiness is all the clutter, all the bullshit that's stopping it. And becoming grounded, becoming one, becoming yourself isn't really of building yourself up. It's removing all the bullshit that stops you from being yourself. I was always the same person. The only thing I've ever done is remove all the clutter that stops me from being who I am. That blocks me. Gates. Whether it's a gate that makes me want to be someone else, maybe it's a gate that makes me want to do something else. It's a gate that makes me think I need to change who I am at my core. All these little tricky ways. So many little tricky ways to trick you to thinking that you're not enough. To thinking you need to change who you are at your core. Grinding through, knowing that just if I stick to the process, I'll be okay. And then, maybe the light will only last a few seconds. Maybe it'll last a year. I really don't know. But when I do reach the light, I realize all the moments, even the hopeless moments, have all led to me being stronger. Even if it doesn't feel like when I'm back down, that the hopeless moments helped me, or helped me. Even in those moments of weakness, I know in my moments of strength that every single moment I'm on my path, and every single moment I'm growing, no matter what. Because that's who I am. That's my purpose. That's who I am. That's what I know. That's who I am, growing. That's how I can describe it. Knowing that no matter what, I'm growing. That's how I know who I am. That's who I am. Can't describe it any other way. It's my drive. That's who I am. Whether or not I act in accordance to it, it's always the spirit, the inner belief right here in my core, right? My core that's not stopped. My core. All the other bullshit around my core isn't me. And when all that clutter is gone, I realize that. And I realize I always act in accordance to my core. Even if there's other bullshit that blocks me from realizing I'm acting in accordance to my core. And who is my core? Always growing. Always trying to remove the bullshit. Always trying to improve the world. Always trying to, live to the best of my experience. And in 20 years, in 10 years from now, I'll find even more about my core. I'll find even more about what I want. I'll find even more about what I'm working towards. And maybe there's a huge gate that I can't even see who I really, really am at my core. And it's just the very surface layer right now. And then in 10 years, I'll find out even now I was working towards that. Even now I'm peeling off layers of blockage, peeling off layers until I can finally find who I truly am at my core. What I truly want. And right now I believe that has to do with helping people. That's who I truly am. I don't feel it. I don't feel like I truly, truly want, the world to be a better place. Like I do, but my primary concern is myself still. My primary concern is having my own world be the best possible. My own world, live life awesomely, and whoever wants to join, great. I'm really, really happy for them. That's what I'm concerned of now. But I know there's a deeper meaning. I know that there's probably something I want even more than that. And that being selfish in that, wanting to experience the world with true happiness isn't even the final meaning. It's not even the final destination. And I'll strip layers off of that. And I'll realize that I'm not important at all. And that there's this whole universe. And actually I'm just a very small piece of everything. And I am everything and everything is me. I affect everything, and in return everything comes to affect me. I give someone a bad vibe in the world, they keep on sending bad vibes, eventually it'll affect someone close to me, and I'll receive that bad vibe back. I'll litter, someone else will see the litter, they'll litter, eventually where I go will be more polluted. Slippery slope, it's true, but in a sense, everything I do will affect me in the future. And in a sense, the whole world is me. And in a sense, because everyone acts according to themselves, not according to how I act, I am the world. Because other people's opinions aren't actually opinions about me, they're just opinions about their past. I am them, and they are me. And we're all one giant entity. And soon enough, I'll truly understand what that means, and I'll truly be able to conceptualize that. And I'll truly understand. But until then, I'll always fucking be savage. I'll always be improving. I'll always be that dude that tries to do the most crazy thing when I realize it. Always trying to get out of my comfort zone, always trying to grow. Always trying to see new heights. Always trying to do new cool shit. Always trying to make my reality expanded. Always trying to grow. Always trying to become more grounded. And that's who I am. I'm fucking Savage Sean. That's why I'm fucking savage. Not necessarily because I do all these things. Not necessarily because I'm like Bear Grylls already. But because I have the same intentions as Bear Grylls once had when he was growing up as a kid. Trying all these fucking insects and shit. Because I have the intention of fucking ripping my fears apart. That's what savagery is. Savagery isn't being able to do something crazy that's normal to you. It's being able to step out of your comfort zone and do something crazy to you. And consistently be growing to the best of your knowledge, to the best of your ability. That's what savage is, and I'll always be that. That's why I'm gonna get savage tattooed. Right there. Right there, dude. When I get back to the States, savage will be there. Because I'll always be that. And even in moments where I don't trust in myself, and even in moments where I have weakness, and even in moments where I doubt my savagery, I'll always work towards it, no matter what, because that's who I am at my core. And my core will always lead me, because I've been very blessed to experience other influences, such as great books, such as The Way of the Superior Man, such as Real Social Dynamics, and Pickup, such as just like people I've met on my journey. Many people have helped before me, such as my friends. Especially my friends. My friends helped me so much. I would not be where I am right now without my friends. And how did I meet my friends? Just really cool people I've met on my journey. And I've helped them grow, and by me helping them grow, they've helped me grow. Because I skyrocket them further than me. And when they have more success than me, I'm extremely happy. I feel the most joy. I feel like I've achieved it. I feel like when they achieve something, it makes me feel even better than I achieved it, because I know I was part of their life, and they're having fun, and they're happy, and I'm truly happy for them, just for them. It's totally selfless. And my true friends, I feel truly happy. When it's just some random dude, I might feel jealous sometimes, because I don't know him. I didn't see him grow. I don't know his background. I don't know anything. But when I see it's one of my friends, I'm truly happy for them, because I know they deserve it. I know they have a good time. But in a sense, everyone deserves it. Because who doesn't deserve it? Even mean people deserve it, because it's not their fault they're mean. They don't know any better. I'm sure they'd be nice if they had different influences. It's not like their bad intentions generated out of nothing. And it's not like my good intentions generated off of nothing. The fact that I have good intentions sometimes and bad intentions sometimes, is that really my dictation? I always want to have good intentions, but sometimes I end up acting bad. Maybe I'm in my head, maybe I'm stifled. I always try to do the best, but sometimes I'm just angry. And I think it'll be a good intention, but I'm actually clouded in my thought, and it's actually a bad intention. Does that make me a worse person? Just following through with my well, it's something I'm always working on. I'm always trying to have better intentions. But that's just because I'm blessed with the knowledge of knowing what harm bad intentions cause me and the people around me. What about the people who haven't ever been presented the knowledge of how to have good intentions, or the people that aren't even open to the knowledge? Like everything in their life, maybe their best friend died, or they grew up in a gang or something, and they're just very bitter about the world. That's so sad, dude. they'll never ever come out of that shit unless they have like some worldly experience. Should you be mad at people that are fucking mean? Should you be mad at people that are angry? It's like poor people, dude. It's like, would you think if you were in their shoes, just always angry, always mad all the time, always making fun of people? How would the people around you act if you're always making fun of people? You probably have little good friends. What would need to be, what their past events, what would need to be going on inside of them for them to act in such a sense? A lot of times we get mad because people act meanly towards us, and it's like, motherfucking bitch, how could they act like that? It's like, don't they have any respect? It's like, no one taught them respect. They didn't have the opportunity to learn respect. Is it their fault? Or was there never a stimulus to allow them to learn? When could they have chosen any differently? When could they have chosen to have respect? Because I'm sure they would if they would know it's a good trait to have. I'm sure everyone would choose the best traits if they knew they were the best traits. So in that regard, everyone is one person. Everyone is a product of the world. And in a sense, my thoughts aren't even my thoughts. They're just a combination of the world around me. And that's what I'm trying to say with, I think there can only be one destination. Like there's only one fate. Because no matter what, we're a combination of our past. And every decision we make would be the same one. Because it's a combination of our past. And even if there are completely random events, we can't control them. Even if there is such a thing as a completely random event that would change the path of fate, we wouldn't be able to control that random event. So what I mean by this is there can only be one thing. And that's why I think time is still. Let me go into this. So I think that life can only be as it is. No one would ever make a different choice based on the circumstances that were present. An example, let's say there was a time machine and you'd go back in time and you wouldn't change a single thing, including a single atom. It's starting to rain, so I'll have to wrap up.